So I was recently asked the question, what's your favorite Facebook ads hack? And to be honest, I was a little dumbfounded because the strategies I use on Facebook take hours of planning, testing, and collaborating with clients and my teammates. When you're growing a business, there's no real hack for that. However, in the age of growth hacking, where every popular guru has a YouTube channel, I didn't want to seem like an amateur without any hacks. So my response was, well, I guess I'm a pretty big fan of the Power 5. Because you see, the Power 5 is so incredibly effective at scaling up Facebook ad campaigns profitably, one might consider it a growth hack. So what is the Facebook Power 5? Power 5 is a playbook for structuring ad campaigns that allows advertisers to leverage the algorithm. It's used by professional media buyers and is considered to be a de facto set of best practices. Simply stated, it's how you run highly profitable campaigns that scale. So here's how you use the Power 5. Number 1, you turn on auto advanced matching. Number 2, you always use automatic placements. Number 3, you maintain a simplified account structure. Number 4, you use campaign budget optimization. And number 5, you use dynamic creative. And the benefits are really simple. By harnessing Facebook's machine learning, you're actually going to be able to concentrate more on creative strategy as opposed to tinkering with your ad campaigns every single day. So there's going to be less day-to-day tweaking and a whole lot more time to strategize your core audiences, your messaging, and your customer lifecycle. Honestly, you'll have more time to work on things that actually make a difference as opposed to tinkering with dozens of ad sets. By using the Power 5, you become the CMO of your ad account and not the intern. So the first tactic is auto advanced matching. What is Facebook auto advanced matching? This is a feature that tells your pixel to search for information about your website visitors. It also helps to more accurately determine which people took an action in response to your ad. To enable automatic advanced matching, all that you have to do is flip on the switch in your events manager. And this little tool is like adding steroids to your pixel. And I think Facebook describes it best. Advanced auto matching will tell your pixel to look for recognizable form fields and other sources on your website that contain information such as first name, last name, and email address. The Facebook pixel receives that information along with the event or action that took place. This information gets hashed in the visitor's browser, and we can use that hashed information to more accurately determine which people took action and respond to your ad. So how do you find this button and implement? All you need to do is toggle it on in your events manager. So number 1, go to your events manager. 2, select your pixel. 3, click Settings. And 4, under Details, toggle on Auto Advanced Matching. Number 5, you'll also be able to ask what data you'd like to collect. Just select them all. So what are the benefits of Auto Advanced Matching? Essentially, this helps Facebook track your customers over multiple devices and emails, because we all have a separate email for junk subscriptions, right? This means better attribution for your ads, and ultimately better information for knowing which one of your campaigns is actually affecting your bottom line. So the key takeaways for Auto Advanced Matching are this. Number 1, always turn on Auto Advanced Matching when working with an ad account. Number 2, this feature helps track users across multiple devices as well as emails. And number 3, you can turn on Auto Advanced Matching in your events manager. Now, the second Power 5 tactic is automatic placements. And what are Facebook automatic placements? This feature essentially allows Facebook to determine the best placement for your ads. And thank God, the days of manually selecting your place, it's time to let Facebook do the heavy lifting. But what are the benefits of automatic placements? You know what, I'm gonna be a little bit selfish here, because the best thing about using automatic placements is it just takes so much less time to create ad campaigns. You no longer need to worry about segmenting between Facebook versus Instagram, mobile versus desktop. Thanks for pulling us a solid, Zuckerberg, for once. And the other much more important benefit is that honestly, automatic placements just tend to work a lot better. And as a rule, I almost always use automatic placements unless I'm segmenting out for Instagram stories or I'm under strict client guidelines. And like I said, it almost always outperforms, so this isn't something that I think about too much. Key takeaways for advanced placements. Number 1, when creating a new ad set, turn on automatic placements to allow Facebook to determine the best place to show your ad. Number 2, automatic placements are a best practice used by nearly all professional media buyers. The only real exception is manual segmentation for stories placements. And number 3, automatic placements outperform manual placements. Just try it and see it for yourself. And the third Power 5 tactic is simplified account structure. So when I first started managing Facebook ad accounts, it was customary to segment out all variables on your ad sets. This includes age, location, gender, demographic, placement, and device. And then I'd have to layer in interest targeting and lookalikes. It was a mess. I was trying to manage like 50 ad sets in each campaign. And this old school strategy forced campaign managers to slowly increase budgets when things were looking good, or cut them off, or reduce budgets when things weren't looking so good. So Facebook's simplified account structure is exactly how it sounds. It's just a much simpler way of doing things. So this is how I primarily structure my account. You have one campaign for tofu. This is top of funnel, targeting cold traffic. You have a second campaign, Mofu, middle of funnel. This is targeting engagers on social media and your website. And campaign number 3, Bofu, or bottom of funnel. This is normally a dynamic product ad so that you can retarget people with products they've already viewed or added to cart. The major benefit here is that Facebook ad campaigns are just so much easier to run. It's much easier to diagnose and fix problems, and you're going to be able to spend more time on things that are actually going to make an impact, like your creative. So the key takeaways here are: simplify your account structure. At Fetch and Funnel, we do that by separating out the top, middle, and bottom funnel into their own campaigns. And number 2, no more segmenting ad sets by geolocation, demographics, and placements. Keep it simple. Number 3, with this added simplicity, take time to test more creative and customer avatars. And the 4th Power 5 tactic is campaign budget optimization, or CBO. So what is campaign budget optimization? Essentially, campaign budget optimization, or CBO, allows you to set the budget at the campaign level as opposed to the ad set level. CBO uses the Facebook algorithm to automatically distribute the budget in the places where it thinks it's going to get the best results. And yes, contrary to the old method that we just talked about, you definitely do want Facebook to manage your budget in most cases, because frankly, it's really powerful and it's a lot smarter than you or I. So the benefits of Facebook campaign budget optimization, or CBO, is that number 1, they just tend to work a lot better. And this is even more so when you're trying to scale up, because frankly, the algorithm is much more capable than any advertiser, and it's going to allocate your budget where it knows it can get the best results. And again, this translates to much less tinkering on your behalf. Another massive benefit that CBO gives you is that it helps guard against audience overlap, because sometimes the same people are included within 2 or more ad sets in any given campaign. Facebook knows this and will regulate itself in order to prevent users from seeing the same ads, which provides for a better overall user experience. So this means that your cost to acquire a customer will decrease, your frequency will decrease, and your audience isn't going to get annoyed with your ads. So the key takeaways for CBO are this. Number 1, CBO is going to automatically shift your budget to the ad sets where it knows it can get you the best results for the best price. And this can change from day to day. Number 2, use CBO for your prospecting campaigns, your scaling campaigns, as well as your retargeting campaigns. The only place I probably wouldn't use it is in your testing campaigns, where you're trying to prove out a new audience or avatar and you want to make sure that the right budget gets to those people. CBO prevents audience overlap and saturation. If someone happens to fall within multiple ad sets in a CBO campaign, Facebook isn't going to overload them with your ads. And the 5th Power 5 tactic is dynamic creative ads. So what are Facebook dynamic creative ads? Well, there are actually 3 kinds of dynamic ads that I want to talk about so that we can be sure we're focusing on the right one. Number 1, there's dynamic creative. This can be turned on the ad set level, and it uses up to 10 images, 5 pieces of copy, 5 headlines, 5 CTAs, 5 descriptions to automatically find the best combinations for your audience. The second one is dynamic formats and ad creative. This is turned on at the ad level, and this uses a catalog of creative and ad formats to show to people based on what they're most likely to respond to. And then number 3 is dynamic product ads, oftenly referred to as DPA. You can set this up at the campaign level as catalog sales. This setting dynamically shows people the products that they've viewed on your website or that they've previously indicated having an interest in. And while I do tend to use all 3 of these strategies in my ad campaigns, the one that we're really going to focus on for the Power 5 is dynamic creative. So what are the real benefits of Facebook dynamic creative? So dynamic creative allows you to add 10 pieces of creative content, 5 copy text, 5 headlines, 5 descriptions, and CTAs. The Facebook algorithm then dynamically combines these variables and shows the users the kind of content Facebook believes they'll most likely act on. So Facebook dynamic creative is super powerful if you're just getting started and you don't quite know what your audience is going to react to. But that's not all. Dynamic creative doesn't just rapidly test your creative to find the best combinations. It actually creates the best combination for each user. And because of this is why it's also a super powerful way to scale up at your top of funnel cold traffic campaigns. So my key takeaways for dynamic creative are this. Number 1, dynamic creative allows you to select 10 images or videos, 5 copy text, 5 headlines, 5 descriptions, and CTAs. Let the algorithm find your highest performing combinations. Number 2, dynamic creative also works to find the best combinations for each individual person. Number 3, use dynamic creative when you don't know what your audience will respond to. Number 4, use dynamic creative to scale up your top of funnel prospecting campaigns. So the Power 5 is a super powerful playbook for those who want to scale up their Facebook ad campaigns profitably. However, the whole is a lot stronger than just its parts. So if you really want to maximize performance and see the greatest benefits, then you have to use them all together. So here's my advice for how you can implement the Power 5 quickly, reduce your workload, and start making profits more quickly. Number 1, just make sure that advanced auto matching is turned on in your Advanced Manager. This is a very easy one, just always keep it on. Number 2, then compile your creative. If you've advertised in the past, go ahead and select your best copy and your best content and then put it in dynamic creative. But if you haven't advertised yet, just use your best performing organic content. Number 3, you're going to map out your Facebook ad strategy and begin building out your campaigns. Determine your overall budget and how it's going to be split between tofu, mofu, and bofu. And number 4, go ahead and select CBO for both of your retargeting campaigns. That's going to be mofu and bofu. And generally, I use ad set budgeting for my top of funnel prospecting campaigns where I'm testing out new audiences. But for my scaling campaigns, I always use CBO. So I would go ahead and start with that too. Number 4, during build out, select automatic placements at ad set level. And number 5, you're also going to be selecting dynamic creative at the ad set level. Be sure to test as much copy and creative as you can. One of the things you're going to want to look out for is what your top of funnel is best reacting to and also what your retargeting audiences are best reacting to. I'm pretty sure they're going to be different. Okay guys, and that's it. If you guys have any questions about the Power 5, please be sure to leave me a comment below. I'm also always so surprised at how many advertisers have never heard of the Power 5, but I do tend to find that people like borrow and use a few of the elements, but not all of them together, which is really the thing that matters the most about this strategy. So if you have used it, let me know. If you haven't, let me know how you're going to use it on your next accounts. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.